That's the button I meant to push.
There we go. Hey, welcome, guys. I don't know why that. Whatever. Welcome to the Infernal Brotherhood of the Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders. This is, in fact, a live YouTube vidcast by Star Wars fans for Star Wars fans. And today we're going to be continuing our episode review of The Bad Batch with Season 1, Episode 9, Bounty Lost.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like we should sue for plagiarism.
They stole our idea.
They keep stealing our fucking ideas, man. Good on them. They're great ideas, so I can't blame them. But, at least, an executive producer credit. That's all we ask. That's reasonable. You don't even have to pay us. Just give us that.
Yeah. We don't need to get our beats wet. We just want a little recognition is all.
Exactly. Just make us a part of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's reasonable.
Give us our own holo show in a background of a cantina on screen. And that'll be good. We'll just... Even if it's on Resistance, for example.
Oh, crap. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Bring back Resistance. Put us on there. That sounds great. Awesome. It'll be the Kowakian Monkey Lizard Watch.
Yeah. That would be great. Oh, my goodness.
Sweet.
All right. So, initial thoughts.
They keep stealing our fucking ideas. This was a good episode. Of course, upon further consideration and watching it again and talking about it with you last night, it really wasn't that good, but it was totally good.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. It's like every episode is setting us up for something. It seems like it's setting us up for something great. And I'm just like, it's like setting up dominoes. And they're like, no, we've got more. There's more elaborate information to be put out there. And we have yet to knock the damn dominoes down to find out what the hell the image is. We're just setting up these little blocks everywhere. It doesn't, I don't know. There's something, and then we'll get into the reveal, but that was a little lackluster.
A little? Holy shit.
Was a lot of lackluster. So
I almost missed it.
I had to, after I heard it, it took me a 2 count to go oh, wait, what? Wait, that means what? Oh, shit. So this is directed by Brad Rao and Nathaniel Villanueva. It was written by Matt Michnovets. It was released on the 25th of June, 2021 on Disney Plus, of course. And let's just walk through this thing.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward setup. The Bad Batch, they're going after Bane. They find out, and here's the fucking reveal. You find out 9 episodes in, the big thing that we're all wondering, they just nonchalantly throw it out at the beginning of the episode. That Omega is in fact I don't know, what the fuck do they call this shit? It's basically Jango Fett's daughter, but a clone like Boba Fett was. Yeah, I forget what they called it.
Like a pure clone or something like that?
Yeah, first gen or whatever.
Unmodified replication.
There we go. That sounds about right. And then we find out Boba Fett's name is Alpha. So that was cool.
Which makes sense. Alpha, Omega. The 2 unmodified replications of Jango Fett. And it made me start doing a whole bunch of head math about science and DNA and hair color traits and chromosomes. And I was like, is it an unmodified?
Yeah, it's extremely modified.
Everything is default female. So you got to start there. It takes an extra chromosome to make a man. Mm-hmm. And so she's not a copy of him because she's a girl. That means they took something away or they didn't give it, depending on how the cloning works. I need one of these Kaminoans on here to explain their cloning technique so I can fully understand. Mm-hmm. Maybe let's try to get one of those guests because I don't understand this. I don't get it. Yeah, that was just a throwaway. Oh, it was. She's a perfect clone.
And it's they didn't even make a big deal of it either. They make a big deal of everything. Fucking Wrecker with popcorn. They make a big fucking deal of shit. And then this is just oh, yeah, that's why she's special. That's why they're going after her.
But
cool.
It makes zero sense in the context of where we've come from. This is a pure Disney thing that they did with the sequel trilogy. If you ignore all of the episodes before that episode that we just watched, this episode 9, and you just learned about her being a clone from that point, You're like, oh, okay, well that's not a big deal. Except that the first time that she meets the Bad Batch, she's like, I'm one of you. Well, no, you're not. You're the exact opposite of them. You're a pure version. They're all destroyed, fucked up versions. You're not
Right.
even modified for anything. You're just literally like Jango Fett shot you out of the end of his penis. That's how guys give birth, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So shot you out of the end of his penis, and that was just that's you. That you're not a modified clone. You're not an aberrant clone. There's no reason why you should be more connected to the Bad Batch than any other clone in that facility. It made no sense in like reflection at all. I'm actually getting angry now because
I mean, she is kind of modified because I mean she's blonde and she has a vagina. So I mean that's clearly she's defective like that.
oh, the hate mail. Oh, the canceling.
I love the women.
Yeah, it's frustrating because if you don't think about it, then it's fine. As soon as you start thinking about it, you're like, that's stupid. Why?
Yeah,
How
it
could
was
that
like,
be
oh,
the only thing?
Yeah, it was like that's kind of cool. And then as the episode progresses, it's like, man, I really thought she was force sensitive. That's fucking lame.
Yep.
Ugh.
Stupid Django and his stupid chromosomes.
Yeah.
But it is interesting because they're saying that she is literally the only source for unmodified DNA for clone or cloning material, as they call it. But Boba's out there. We know Boba's out there.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Boba's out there.
We also don't really know what he's doing. So that's my big, and we'll talk about it again at the end, but that's what I hope comes from this is we get what the fuck is Boba doing before he becomes Boba.
Right. Well, we did see that Cad Bane plate on his head, and I kept hearing people making reference that the reason why Cad has that plate is because Boba Fett did that to him. He like brained him or something.
Interesting.
So, and I'd never heard of it before I heard people talking about it.
First time hearing of it.
And so when I saw the plate, I was like, oh, well, I need to look into that. And I just haven't done it because I've been way too busy with other shit.
You and your damn job.
I know.
Life. That's fucking lame.
I was actually really busy today. I was not happy at all. I was like, no, I want to screw around on the internet. Give me a second to breathe, work. Jeez.
Fucking peckerheads.
Gotta make money.
Employed. Stupid. I feel you, though. I feel you.
So en route to the old Kaminoan cloning facility on Bora Vio for her delivery, Omega tricks Bane's droid Toto, who I like Toto. I can't help it. There's something about him that I really like.
It's Seth Green, so I'll accept
it.
anything he does.
That's why. That's got to be it. Anyway, she tricks him into releasing her, which is just like the most obvious. Of course.
Right.
Why? How did you not see this as a trick? Stupid robot. Stupid droid.
I mean, in his defense, they're in a fucking ship. Where is she gonna go?
Yeah, but still. But Cad. Yeah. So do you want to go from here?
So yeah, it's funny, it's wacky. She gets out, she fixes his leg because she talks about fixing other droids on Kamino, and then as she's trying to rewire his leg so it bends the right way or some shit, I don't remember what it was. She zaps him and turns him off, I guess.
Yeah.
And
weird.
you would imagine that if she's got an electric torch to his head and it circuits him, or like it shuts him down, walking up and kicking him wouldn't fix him. But it did happen. That's
how
Cad
you
Bane
fix
does.
TVs that are broke. That's how you fix bombs.
It's true. That is
kick 'em.
100% true. It's just real nice and hard. It fixes everything.
It's a hammer or it's your foot, but that's how you fix things. Every
Exactly.
man in every film I've ever seen has taught me that at least.
It is
You
true.
bash it to make it work.
I mean, it's fucking Fonz, man.
Yeah.
He taught me that shit when I was a kid. Just quick whack and it works.
Exactly. Yeah. And you look cool doing it.
Fuck yeah, you
All
do.
the girls love you in their big old poodle skirts.
Hell yeah. And then you
I-
jump a shark.
I've never had a girl with a poodle skirt love me. What the fuck? My life is meaningless without the poodle skirt girl.
You know, your
Alright.
wife's a nice lady. I'm sure she'd dress up for you.
Yeah.
You just gotta ask her.
I have to talk to her.
That's
the
true.
pro- I'm just kidding. I love you, baby.
But yeah, so from there, Omega gets her comm back and she contacts the Bad Batch. But obviously she's in a distant fucking part of the galaxy, so it's coming through all hazy.
Yeah.
So they start talking her through how to, boost her signal and shit, and then that's when, Cad Bane shows up and fucks her up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where it actually gets really good, because, he's taking her back to go get his money, and lo and behold, let's see, who was it? It was Nala C. No, damn it. I was just looking at it. One of the Kaminoans is dead, the person that's getting ready to pay. And
Right. That
who
was
steps out but Fennec Shan.
Ton Wei. Ton
Was it
Wei
Ton?
is the one that got killed. Lama Su sent Ton
Okay,
Wei to
yeah,
get Omega
There
from
we go.
Cad, and it was Nala Se that sent Fennec. Here's something that bugs me, because again, if we don't think about previous episodes, everything's fine. But now that I am, why? Okay, I'm trying to put this together, because
No, I
if
think I know
memory
where-
serves, there was no indication that it was the Kaminoans that hired Fennec Shand. We were guessing that it was them, but then when we see Lamasu talking to Nala Se, and he's like, I need to send another one to collect her. And Nala Se is like, really? You need another one? Isn't this going to be fine? And he says something to the effect of, I just need to make sure it's done so we can get the cloning material or something like that. Like, he alludes that he's sending a second bounty hunter in order to pick up Omega because the first one failed. But if Nala Se sent Fennec and Lamasu knew that, why would she send Fennec again? Like, they're conflicting openly, and I thought it was this subterfuge that Nala Se was like sneaky trying to get the kid. But then when you look at the result of this episode, Fennec Shan's like, well, she's with the Bad Batch and they're good people, so ho, have a good day, and just leaves them.
That was the part I have a problem with, because that makes the episode where they're fucking fighting and she's trying to get the kid from the Bad Batch.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Completely pointless.
Yeah.
Like, why even hire a fucking bounty hunter if the kid is already in good hands?
It doesn't make any sense, people. Again,
just don't think about it.
As long as you don't think about it, it was a great episode. You start to think about it, and it all falls to pieces.
Yeah. I mean, it's still fun. It's still what we hoped for.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the battle that we wanted to see, and that's the two bounty hunters going toes, and the veteran bounty hunter talking smack about the new bounty hunter, and then she's showing him up in different places, and there was creative ways I thought that they were fighting each other. It wasn't just blasters, and it wasn't just punching and kicking. Like, I thought the different techniques they used in order to get over on each other was really fun. And knowing that Fennec sort of sabotaged his ship before she even snuck up on him was like, yeah, of course you would do that if you're a bounty hunter.
Right.
Why wouldn't you? And then they did, and you're like, how come they've never done that before? Like, that should be a given. Like, of course you would do that.
Yeah, you think that'd be the first thing that happens.
Yeah. So that was nice to see as well. But there was... I'm thinking about the episode again. So there's the moment where Omega is looking in the cloning tank, and she's like, I'm a clone? What does this mean? And Fennec's like, you already know, or something like that. It's like, she came from a cloning facility. She knew she was a clone. I don't understand what her problem is. She knew exactly what she was, where she came from. And then it was just this big shock that she was a clone and that the Kaminoans wanted her back. She ran away under fire. Of course they want her back. Like, I don't know. The whole thing about her having this existential crisis, this coming to terms with being a clone after she's lived her whole life as knowing that she's a clone. It's a little does protest too much.
Yeah.
It bugs me.
It's a great episode if you don't think about it.
But we're just killing it. We're tearing it apart. So those clones, I couldn't tell if they were like pre-Snoke versions of Snoke or if they were just weird aliens. Could you tell?
I think they were weird aliens.
Okay.
The one looks like Nib Nub I can't remember what a species is
Right.
off the top of my head. And then obviously the Kaminoan that fell on Fennec Shan.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at the other ones though. I don't know what else was in there.
I'm always waiting to see if they're just going to throw one in just to mess with us fans.
Mm.
So we just do these huge hypotheses, you know, these
Mhm.
theories and stuff. Yeah, so ultimately, I can't believe that Omega jumped on the damn Toto robot.
That
And,
was pretty dope.
like, I would never do that. I'm not a clone running for my life, but that's crazy. I would never. That's an Anakin Skywalker thing.
Yeah.
Normal
Yeah,
people
straight
don't
up.
do that.
Like you have to really, really believe that that's where you're gonna land. Because
And
goddamn,
it's smaller than her. So she's like wrapping around it like a bean or something, like all curved over it. Like she could just flip over and just be gone. And that's like,
yeah, and
okay,
I mean
well,
she's
that was a
still tough,
series.
so it's not like she can get a good grip on shit.
Weird. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, so she's got balls. That's for damn sure.
Hells yes.
And then she gets away in the flight pod.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
Which is then
And of
picked
course,
up by the Bad Batch. And
yeah, we know that's gonna happen. Like the second she's in the escape pod. So there's no danger.
that whole Fennec Shan throwaway of like, well, she's in good company or she's safe there or something, and then just leaves really bugged me. Like there should have been some interaction with Fennec Shan and the Bad Batch. There should have been some wheeling and dealing or something.
Mhm.
Like you're double crossing the same facility that hired you to capture her the first time
Mhm.
by working for the Nala Say in the first place, because she's
Mhm.
breaking the law by hiring you again. So you're just not going to finish the job?
Right?
Like you're
It's like, you're not
paid.
gonna get paid.
This is how you live. I don't understand that. You're just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, fuck it." at least in the Mandalorian, he collected payment, then he went back and took the kid.
Mhm.
So he still got his payday.
Exactly.
You didn't even get that, sucker. Fennec Shan.
Yeah.
You ain't so bad after all. He's a
Yeah,
bad
I bet she
businesswoman.
gets shot.
I bet she gets shot in the stomach.
Yeah, almost
idiot.
dies. Fucking
Probably on
dumbass.
Tatooine.
Yeah, of all the places. Fucking
So
dumbass.
stupid. All right, so what was your favorite moment?
Definitely the fight. Like that's just that was fucking awesome. And just Cad Bane in general, like that we talked about it last episode. It's one of those characters that we didn't realize we wanted that bad. And then he comes back and I mean he's just suave as fuck.
Hells
He's got
yes.
his own Western music anytime you see him. It's just perfect. Like yeah, so the two of them fighting, that was absolutely amazing.
I'm doubling down on that. That was my favorite part, absolutely. And I love that it wasn't this one-sided brawl.
Mhm.
It was a back and forth. Different people had, leverage at different points, and I like that. I like that. It would have been easy because Cad is just such a badass. It would have been easy just to have him like beat her or throw her down, off the building or whatever. But no, she's a scrapper.
Mhm.
She's going toes. Least favorite?
Just the nonsense, like how like so much shit just seems pointless.
Yeah.
Like I guess really the biggest part of that would be the whole ending with Fennec Shan's like, that's fine, they're with them. Like that defeated the whole point of her episode. That defeated the whole point of her job. Like they're almost trying to make a plan but not quite succeeding.
Yeah.
So there's a real lack of A to B equals Q, or I don't know.
Oh shit, is this a
That
QAnon
part.
thing?
I guess it
Star
might
Wars
be.
turning into a QAnon? My least favorite was definitely the reveal that she's just a first generation clone.
Mhm.
Like an unmodded copy.
Mhm.
It's like, okay. Like it makes sense, but there's Boba Fett. Like, why is that special?
Yeah.
I get that, Boba Fett was taken by his dad, Jango, and so they didn't have access in order to create more clones and stuff. But why wouldn't you keep vials of the cloning material? Why would you
Right.
keep it in a child that was clearly created way after the cloning process started? Right?
Mhm.
Is she
Yeah.
old enough to be the first, like, from the very beginning of the cloning process?
I mean, if her name says anything, it would have been she got pulled the same time as Boba, but like came after Boba. That's kind of my guess.
Yeah, because
Like
she's older
she's a
than.
little
I mean,
sister.
she's younger than Bulba right now, right?
hmm
Isn't Boba older than her right now? And like,
Maybe.
I gotta do some timeline stuff because this is after the Clone Wars. This is the tail end of the like.
Yeah.
Boba Fett was her age at the beginning of the Clone Wars when he picked up his
Mhm.
dad's head.
Yeah, during the Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had the entire Clone Wars happen, and then
Mhm.
she's the same age as he was then. So how long was the Clone Wars? Why don't I know this already?
Yeah, fuck. I should
I
have
know
this
it
off
was
the top of my
9
head.
seasons, but I'm gonna look this up.
Yeah, the timeline, like that's something that I've got a real big bitch fit with Disney taking over Star Wars. We shouldn't have to be this confused over timelines.
Mm-hmm.
Like prior to their
It was
takeover,
only-
we had books that we could just look at and be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is the timeline," when everything was.
It's only 3 years. Clone Wars lasted 3 years. So
Okay.
from
That
22
sounds
to
about right
19
then.
BBY. So yeah, that tracks. Okay, never mind. Take back my bitch. But still.
Yeah.
So that was my
Not
list
that
anyway.
exciting. Come on.
Yeah.
Give her fucking force powers or some shit.
Yeah. So they've done everything we've asked them to do, except for the whole force power thing. So what are you hoping for in the future of this first season?
I don't even know at this point. Like maybe for something to make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just seems like it's all just they're chasing their tail,
Mhm.
not getting anywhere. Like I want to see them get back together with Rex and fuck some shit up.
Yeah. Meet up with
Like,
Saw.
Or even that, because I mean, yeah, we've talked about that, but like let's see them go somewhere. Let's see them do something. Like really the only thing that's happened is they escaped the Empire and they got their little kid stolen and then they got her back.
Yeah. And they got their chips out of their head. That was it.
Well, yeah, I guess there's that. But
That was it.
that's
Like-
3 episodes.
Right.
That's all we 3 episodes, all that shit's done. Give us some story.
And this is 9.
Yeah.
So we've had 6 filler episodes basically.
Mhm.
My hopes for the future is that we bring in some other known characters. Like this is Omega. You've already alluded to Alpha. I want to see Boba Fett. That is the next thing that I want to see. We got to get the 2 kids together. They can have another kid, and it'll be Django too, and Django Unchained. Django. Yeah, no, I want to see Boba Fett. That's my next wish.
Mm-hmm.
Because if there is a connection between Fennec Shand and Boba Fett prior to Mandalorian season 2, this is the time to tell us about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to show it to us. I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see a connection or the effect of the Cad Bane Boba Fett thing. If that plate really is from Boba Fett, I want to see some, like, I don't know. Do you think Cad Bane's just done searching for him, or is he going to keep going?
I don't know. I would imagine he would keep going. At least
Yeah.
I hope he'd keep going.
I mean, he could always just give up the bounty, but he's got to recoup his money. And
Yeah.
it just went down into the gas giant that they're hovering over. So he's probably going to go back to Camino, and he's going to be like, look, I did my job. Where's my money? Like, it's not
Right.
my fault your person
Like
died.
there was somebody else there.
Yeah, that's not my fault. I brought her there. Give me my money. I'd love to see that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then
Watch the
Lamasu has to,
Camino ones like go after each other.
yeah. I want to see Lamasu fight.
Right.
Big long neck Kaminoan. That'd be awesome.
They're just gonna fight like giraffes. Whack.
Just turns around and kicks him backwards. All right. Is there anything else you wanted to cover in this?
Nah, we got it.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in, either live or after the fact. We appreciate your time and attention. Hey, if you love Star Wars like we do, join us. We're doing this every single week on these reviews, and we rib each other and we rib the story back and forth, and we just have a good time. But the truth is if we didn't appreciate it, if we didn't love it, then we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, there's no way in hell.
So we do genuinely love Star Wars, and we love the promise of what this could be. And when it's great,
Mhm.
it's good. You know,
Yeah.
it's not always great. And so we have a little bit of fun with it, but it's all in good fun. We hope you appreciate it. You can always subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and share the videos if you do end up appreciating them, and then we would appreciate you. So it's a
Hell yeah.
reciprocal cycle. Oh no, you the heart. Until next time, may the force be with you.
By hook or by crook, you're coming with me.
So cool.
Every time I see it, it's just like, man, I really start with the dark times.